Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about Johanna Basford's new book, Small Victories. I have two copies of her book, and then the pink one, this one is Japanese edition, and then we have the original UK edition here. And I ordered this one, like pre-ordered this one, but after the release date I also had to wait like two additional weeks, so I couldn't wait that long. So the Japanese edition, like I think it had released just after this one, maybe like a couple of days later. So meanwhile waiting for this one, so I'll just order this one, and this one I got this one first, and this one arrived I think late this November. So I want to show you guys the difference. So UK edition, I think everyone knows it, and then the UK edition is slightly thicker than the Japanese edition, and then the binding is what do you call it, like spiral? It's not spiral, I don't know, it's stitched. Yeah, I think it's kind of stitched, and this one is glue bound, I think. And the cover is also different. As usual, the Japanese books, they have a soft cover and then also a dust cover. I taped this one because it was like always slipping away from the book. So here, and then the UK edition hardcover, kind of a cardstock cover, and then the paper is, I'm working on this page, and then paper is slightly thinner. And if you have Kanoka Iguza's book, like Symphony of Cute Animals, or like I think it does have exact same paper as the book, the Symphony of Cute Animals, and then there are also two more of her books. They have exact same paper. It's a little velvety, but it does have some tooth to it, so it's a pretty good paper. So I use my Prismacolor here and my Holbeins on these two, and the paper color is also different. I'm gonna show you that this one is more white. This one has little kind of gray tone to it, and also the printer ink is more little blurry and muted on this UK edition, while this Japan edition have like a really crispy, like black ink. So, and it's a little easier to like open it, and I think it does have more loose spine because since it's just glued. But I think the UK edition will last longer, and then the paper is pretty good and thicker, so maybe you can use some watercolor on this one. So I think I tested these colored. I used try to use same colors, but I think I made some mistake. But the background is exactly same color. I think it's electric blue from Prismacolor Premier pencils. As you can see, the Japanese edition, it looks more vibrant, I think, but here it's a little toned down, like muted. I don't know why. I think I layered them like around three times, and then just try to burnish it. So I think I used exactly same technique, I think, and same amount of layer, but it ended up looking differently. So today I will test my Holbeins on these two copies. So I've chosen a page that I want to share with you guys. The cupcake one. Where is it? Yeah. So we're gonna color. We're gonna use same color palette, same color pencils on these two, and we'll see which one is better for my Holbeins. Where is it? Oh yeah, here. So I have decided to color this cupcake, one with the stars. So we're gonna use, I already chosen my colors here. So we're gonna use these pencils. So I'm gonna start with the Japanese edition, and then we'll move on to the UK edition. And at the end of the video, we can compare the two colored version. Okay, let's start. So let's start with the Japanese edition. So for the parchment paper, we're gonna start from here. I'm gonna use these three colors. So 395, 324, and 312. So this will be the colors that I'm gonna use. So we're gonna start with our darkest shade. I hope I'm gonna use finish this one quickly as possible, because I don't want to make a longer video. So I'm gonna try to like make some shading here. This is where the paper folds. So with Holbeins or any kind of pencils, I learned that you cannot like press too hard, otherwise it will leave some pencil mark and your colors won't blend away, even it's like soft pencils like Prismacolors or Holbeins. So I did color along with this line art, and then also I wanna do something here on the edge of the cupcake. So this is my actually first real-time coloring video, so it may be boring for you guys, so if it's, please like play forward, or how do I say, speed up the video, you can do it. So okay, I hope you can see it. And now we'll move into, so I'm gonna use my sky blue for the next level, but I'm not gonna use it like on these parts where I should put my highlighting color, so I'm just gonna do it on the sides. These are really soft but a little different from Prismacolor pencils. So I think it's good. Okay, around this much will be enough. So I'm gonna blend this a little bit on the sides. And now I'm gonna, sorry if my head is showing up on the screen, I'm sorry, I cannot see myself. I cannot see the screen because it has fixed above my head, so my camera is above my head located, so I cannot see it. So I'm gonna kind of burnish. I don't want to layer too many colors, so I just want it to be fast coloring. So I'm gonna color the rest of the area with my lightest shade. Should I leave some white space? Not really. So we can just color this one. Okay, so let's see. It is not blending that well, but it's okay. We're gonna do one more little shadowing with my darkest color. If it's not gonna work, I may have to use a darker shade for this one, darker than this blue. And you can see here it's not blended. And as well here. I think I'm gonna use a little darker shade to create more depth. Sorry for the noise. I think I'm gonna edit it anyway, so we're good. So I'm gonna use this royal blue 348 to make my cupcake. Give my cupcake a little bit of dimension. Just a little bit. Coloring while recording is really hard. My eyesight is pretty bad, so I have to be really close with my paper, otherwise I can't see, so it's really hard. So I'm also coloring along the line art. I hope I can create some shadowing here. And a little more on the center to give it a little, make it look like a snatched waist. Okay. I think we're done, no? A little bit. Holbeins are soft. I think they're pretty similar to Prismacolor Premier. Some people say it's not, but for me it's almost same. And it's little sticky, like little more, feel like more like a crayon, especially some colors. The Prismacolors, they're like, I don't know, they're not that sticky but also soft. And then I don't know which one I like the most, but at the moment I like my Holbeins better because I've colored with them more. So we'll see. Okay, I'm kind of burnish. I like the burnish. I cannot see like well, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, so I didn't layer it. It's just two layers for each color, and then I use this darker shade to like a little bit more shadowing. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I think this part is like the cake part, so we're gonna use some beige colors for it. It's my first time coloring any kind of confectionery or cake, sweet, so I don't know what to do. So let's just do this color along the line art and the light shade John, is it? John Brilliant, and the darker shade is Cork. So now I'm gonna go with my lighter shade to, I'm just gonna go over with it. Oh my god, it's too dark. Oh. Guys, it's too dark. Oh my god, it's too dark. We need to do something more darker brown to create a little bit of shadowing. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this tan for, let's see if we can add a little bit. It is not working. It will be more even darker. Okay, so I'm gonna use my light Holbein. Let's see if we can lighten up it a little bit. Oh my god, my blue colors are coming off as well. Okay, enough. Oh my god, this is the ugliest cake color I've ever seen in my life. It's like a really muddy clay looking. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's color the frosting. So my frosting will be pink. So let's wait just a little bit. I'm gonna sharpen my colors. For my frosting, I'm gonna use cherry blossom and rose pink. So I'm gonna use only 2 colors, and if I feel like I need more darker shade, I will come up with another darker shade for these 2. So same, I will go with color along the line arts where I believe the shadow will fall. So maybe around here and also here. I think there's not a single right way to color. So you can color the way you want to. Okay, so it's here. I'm gonna also put some here and also here. Then the last one will be here. Also some will fall here. Okay. So this one is here. So maybe just a little bit around this one here on the outer line as well, and maybe just a little bit also here. Okay, so now we'll color with our lightest color. Guys, I am a beginner, so it is not a tutorial or something like that. It's just I am testing my pencil on 2 different copies of a book, so don't take it seriously. I do like the circular motion when coloring, but my hands, it hurts a lot when you do that for a long time. So I just like to go like, you know, straight kind of scribbling if it's not that important, or especially with the highlighting color, I just go wild. Okay, so it's not bad. Do I need more darker color? Oh my god, I really hate this color. I am so sorry. This one's so ugly. I think I need a little darker shade. So we need not too dark. So we're gonna use this one, Holbein 448. This is a really deep pink. So we're gonna just add a little bit, not too much. I don't wanna. My color palette for this one is pastel, so I wanna keep it as pastel, but I also want some shadow dimension. So we're not gonna overshadow this one. Okay, it's enough. And I'll go with my light pink again to a little bit lighten it up, because sometimes it can be too too heavy. It can be too heavy or too dark, I guess. So if you go with your light colors, you can just a little bit lighten up the darkest your shading, and then you can also blend. Okay, I don't need to like burnish it because it's lighter color. You can't see that much of a flaw or the white of the paper. And the last, I was planning to do with the stars with the glitter pen, like a gel pen, but I don't have it at the moment. So I'm just gonna use this yellow and I'll put the gel pen, apply the gel pen later. So this is for only the comparison. Okay, so we're finished. I really hate the color of the cake here. It's really muddy clayish color, but I like these two, pink and blue. And I'm gonna show you. So this is how my Holbein look on the Japan edition of Johanna Basford's Small Victories. So now we're gonna move on to UK edition. So let's start. This one is really, the spine is really hard. I hope it will loosen over time. I need really to, okay. So let's start. We're gonna do the same.
I'm gonna do the same for this one as well. I kind of like this paper. I don't know. This stuff a little better for me, not gonna lie. Okay, now let's move it our second color. I think this paper is better for Hawaii, no? We'll see at the end of the video. This. Okay, now we're gonna move. It's really hard to hold on to. The spine is a problem. Okay. You see that? So I'm gonna go one more time. Oh no! Oh my arms are hurting. I should have loosened it before. And when I was highlighting for it, I'm just gonna speak for it.
Guys, I finished the UK edition, so now let's compare. Where is my other cupcakes? It's here. So So this one is Japan edition, this one is my UK edition, right? So I tried my best to layer and then use like same motions as much as possible. So, and then exact same colors are used on both of these pages. So from what I see, I like the my Holbeins on UK edition, on like in terms of like how I feel like when I'm coloring. So I like the UK better, but you can see the colors looks a little different. This is more vibrant, right? More bright. This looks more pastel and more little blurry, more more like toned down. So this is the difference. I like both. I will keep the both copies, and I will do color in them also. So yeah, it's really interesting. I really enjoyed it. And then this looks more brighter, sharp. This is more kind of blurry, pastel. So it depends on the, I think, paper and also the paper color. This one is already kind of blurry. You can see the ink colors are different and the paper colors slightly different. This is like more white. There's this more creamy, like ivory shade to it. Maybe that's the cause of it. I think the same applies to these two. The electric blue from Prismacolor pencils, they also looks different on these two papers. So if you have two different editions of her book, it depends on the paper. Depending on the paper and the edition, your pencils will look slightly different and they feel different. So it was a really interesting experiment for me, and this book is so far my favorite from her. So my favorite book from Johanna Basford. And yeah, thank you for watching. So I'll see you guys with my new videos, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.